The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 156, NASDAQ off 132, S&P's off 32. Gold contract down $21, trading $19.49 an ounce. We got silver down 61 cents, $26.86 an ounce. Light sweet crude flat, $40.17 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year up 4 ticks, 139.18. The 30-year up 17 at 176.24. And King Dollar down 21 ticks, trading 93.192. The euro is at 118. The yen's at 104.75. And the British pound is at 129 to 1 U.S. dollar. Hey, Tom, do you like this elastic out here?
You know, we're going to change the name of the program. The program's going to call Buy the Dip because stocks only go up.
I'm telling you, man.
Sarcasm, folks. Sarcasm. but
and
man,
if you were, basically looking at this market, pre-market, folks, man, they hammered it. There's no two ways about it. And it's almost too easy. It's almost too easy. What I mean by that, folks, okay, it's going after the lows of September 9th, and it just rejected them. But as I said, nothing is easy. Let's go to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade. Think or Swim, as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, you want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures, outstanding program. If you haven't test-driven yet the Think or Swim platform, very easy to do. You're sitting on the website, hit the banner, bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team every trading day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You know, on days like this and afternoons like yesterday, you really find yourself trying to figure out how the market thinks and the personality of the overall market. And when the market reacts like it did to a Fed meeting like they just got in a Fed press conference, it really makes me think that this market feels entitled. And it feels like the market is demanding and ungrateful, frankly. Could Jerome Powell, is there a way that he could have been more dovish than he was in yesterday's news conference? And I challenge someone to tell me how, frankly.
There's no doubt, man. And, Kevin, as you heard when I was just saying to Tommy at the intro, I mean, it is so wild, folks. Okay, so picture. When things happen before the market opens, it's before and afterwards, if you're trading futures, it's different than the market. And I'm watching this thing coming down to, the last lows, Kevin, and they're slamming it, right? And I'm saying to myself, you know what, man, this is going to hold because the acceleration of volume came before it. But as I said to Tommy, this was almost too easy, right? It's like, so we all got to watch out all day. Because it's like, oh, really? Right. You're going to come down to that mark and you're just going to turn around right there? It's like, okay, so.
Now, I'm going to say something that doesn't mean that I know where the market's going, because clearly I don't. But the most frustrating part of this day today is that I can't sell put spreads. I can't get filled on anything.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to sell put spreads in all these stocks, and I've got them scaled in several names, and I'm trying to get fills, and I've only got one really good fill so far. No. And the market's bouncing off these levels. I had a shopping list out, Tom.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get, into some of these names that have corrected, and I can't get fills.
Right.
In some of these names.
And so what Kevin's saying, folks, okay, so you got to remember something, right? You have pre-market, you have your futures, then we have the 9:30 open, okay? That's where, bottom line, all the option, put spreads, the verticals, everything can come into play. And it didn't stay there long enough, right, Kevin? Is that what we're talking, right?
Exactly right. I'm in there trying to, let's talk about Microsoft.
Yes.
Microsoft was below 200 this morning. It's now $204.
Oh, I know.
And so if you had orders on the open to try to sell things And if you didn't get filled right there, if you didn't have the right limit in, it's gone. And you're chasing now. So, yeah, I was trying to get filled in some Microsoft below 200 on put verticals, and I couldn't get filled.
Now picture this, folks. This is what's so cool about this. It's your show, Kevin, is just outstanding, man. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's just amazing to me. Options in general. My take is that, if we could fast forward 5 years from now, man, I think everyone's going to be trading options. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happening now. And my point is this, folks. So picture when I was just saying that it was too easy, that it was coming down to the bottom like that, right? So now picture if you're an options trader. It's coming down to the bottom as a, equity trader, futures trader. I kind of like that. Say, okay, man, I like the risk reward at that point. You know what I mean? It's okay. We got to get a bounce. I don't need, you don't need a lot of points if you're just trading back and forth. But if you're an option trader, what ends up happening? You're at the bottom, just like you're saying, and then all of a sudden, the odds, you have defined risk, and the probability is going to be with you at the bottom or at the top. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying in general. So you have that extra layer on, if you had got filled on some of those, which is really freaking cool, So it's
I mean, I can go. I'm trying to get filled. Like case in point, Facebook. The strike price I'm looking for in Facebook right now, with the stock trading 259, is the 240 puts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. So I'm selling the 240 puts. That's $20 below where it's trading right now. So that's the one good fill I got this morning, and that is still gives me room on the downside to be dead wrong, but still profitable.
Exactly. And, of course, what happens, let me just look at this for a second, because what also is happening, of course, the VIX just went up another, 1.5. So now you're getting more juice inside it also, simultaneously. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're looking at some of the lows from this morning. These stocks, Facebook's already $3 off its low.
Yes.
All these stocks are bouncing, and that's the way, hopefully, that your viewers and the viewers on TD Ameritrade Network and Fast Market view this. You've got to look at these movements down, and there's a lot of activity around the 50-day moving averages on a lot of these indices and a lot of these stocks. And that's, people get their shopping list out. When you get a 4% sell-off in the NASDAQ, basically, but from 2 o'clock Eastern time yesterday to this morning, you got to think there's some opportunity there somewhere.
Oh, there's no doubt, man. There's absolutely no doubt. And, you get the aspect that, of course, we're in a trader's market right now, man. I mean,
right.
The bottom line, folks, is that volatility is cool. I mean, and, like yesterday I was talking, Kevin, even though that, we sold off at the end there and popped. But you could have bought a bull or a bear yesterday and made money. I mean, as long as you weren't greedy. I mean,
both sides.
The spreads were nice, man. Yeah. There's good spreads out there, man. No doubt, man.
I mean, there is. You heard me say this to you before, Tom. This has been the best summer trade that I remember in my career in terms of elevated levels of implied volatility for the entire summer.
I think I gotta get implied volatility tattooed in my forehead. We love implied volatility.
That means it's working.
Totally. Folks, 45 minutes from now, outstanding show. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Have a great weekend. We look forward to speaking to next Tuesday.
Always a pleasure, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Stay
Kevin.
right there. Tommy and I are coming right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, Tom, we get the volatility, man. The real question's going to be like, okay, where do we go the rest of the day, man?
And as you said, man, things looked very, very dicey when I was doing this program at 8:30. As I was saying, you had the S&Ps down 100 points from where you were trading at 2:30 p.m., yesterday as the press conference began. And I completely agree with Kevin, man. There's not much more that Chairman Powell could have said or done or put into that statement to say that they got. I mean, at one point, I was listening to some of the press conference. He says, "Oh yeah, we got more. We got more we can do." And it was just constant in terms of being very confident that they're going to do what they can. Rates are going to be low forever, and they haven't even spent all of their ammunition in terms of what they can come to the table with. But man, it was all priced in and then some as the market sold off the moment he started talking at that press conference.
Pretty wild.
It is.
Let's look at. So okay, we got a question in the Tiger's Den about the GFI. This has been a rocket ship, man. So you're down 94 cents today. So let's see what they're saying. You got a gap down, even though there's been a rocket ship. Let's see. What are they saying here? Operating update. Despite high prices. Operating update, huh? Well, I can't read the whole update right now. So the real question is, do you think we'll have to fill the gap by 9:14? Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so, well, actually, I don't really see a gap there because I don't see a gap. It's come back to the sign of strength. I mean, looking at GFI, I didn't read what's going on there, but look at a GFI. This basically, is coming back down to 1331, went to 1339. You're at 1354. When you do get a gap like this, I mean, normally I'll read what's going on here at the first break. So you get two different things happening. The bearish thing happening, you don't like to see gap downs like this, period. Okay, that's the bearish thing. The bullish thing is that all you've done is come back to, the breakout area. So depending on what they're saying, this thing is still a buy. That's how that's set up, man. You know, and that's been on a tear in a monster way too. There's no doubt. Let's go take a look at some of the. Look at this S&P, man. This is something else, man. Let's see how many points this went. Look at this, folks. Okay, this is like phenomenal, man.
It sure is, man.
33.10 was the low out here. We're at 33.53. It just goes to show that VIX, man, you know, the VIX bottom line, yeah, give it, 3, 4, 5 days, man. But, we stay up on this VIX, man, and these things come out of nowhere, man. And, you get the volatility, man. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, and the VIX, not as high priced as you may anticipate with the type of volatility that we've been getting in the last 2 weeks or so of the S&P, right? It was, I remember doing the program. I'm just putting it on a daily real quick when I couldn't help but every single day say, folks, the S&Ps, okay, when you back it up, I think I was going back to, July 28th, okay? You had a red bar looking at the daily. I got it up there.
Yeah.
Right? The whole month of August was nothing but green, man. From July 28th, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 bars of red going all the way through to September 2nd. And it was like, what is going on? Now, keeping in mind, right, that we had the VIX jumping over, never going below 20. Okay, so he said, man, that's crazy, right? The market just goes up every single day. We got 4 red bars over the course of almost 5 weeks of trading.
Yes.
And the VIX was just comfortable at 21, 22. Well, things have started going a little haywire, man. We're getting 1 to 2 to 3% moves almost in the NASDAQ. We got a 4% move in the NASDAQ within 24 hours when you tie in where we were yesterday, right? And you only have the VIX trading at 26 from maybe sitting at 22. So keep that in mind, as in, if you're worried, if you got a portfolio out there and you're considering doing any selling, man, it's not a bad price to do some hedging with, approaching 45 days until the presidential election. You have President Trump out there tweeting that we might never be able to trust an election ever again. Be aware, folks, it's all coming due in 45 days with that election. And I don't know how the market's going to handle it. It doesn't mean it's going to go haywire, but it is possible that things might get a little dicey because the market does not like uncertainty.
Sure.
And you got the U.S. president out there basically saying that he doesn't trust elections. So we'll see what happens come election day.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And, when we talk about the stimulus plan, folks, okay, in fact, the last call I got of the day yesterday, Tom, Al from Tampa, they were talking about the airlines, about, the airlines folks have already given everyone the 30-day notice that, the bottom line is that they're running out of money. Well, you just had Mark Meadows come out, and this is when we're talking stimulus. Somehow they're going to get stimulus money done, and they got to get it done pronto, because Meadows just said that they need $25 billion. And I'm sure they do, because you get $30,000 to $50,000 jobs that are going to be gone. It's 17th. They're going to be gone at the end of this month. They're already giving them their notice. And I can't see that happening. So there's going to be a stimulus bill before that. That's what I'm figuring anyway. We'll see. Because that is a monster number. And what I can't see happen is that they're just not going to give the airlines another $25 billion or $50 billion, because the rest of the populace will go out of their mind, right?
Yeah, and it's quite a dichotomy what's going on between the president and Republicans in the Senate and the House in terms of, President Trump. He's up for re-election, man. He's talking about that he wants to hand out more cash pronto. And Republicans not quite on board with that in the House and the Senate. So I don't know how that gets done. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I don't see as clear of a picture of how that gets done immediately.
Yeah, the last word you said immediately is the big deal. And that's where I'm going with the aspect of that many airline workers getting laid off. I think it's got to get done before that, But listen, at the end of October, when you're talking about, at the end of September. Yeah, so it's still November 3rd is a long way away, It's not a long way away, but it is, you know what I mean? In the context, if you have 50,000 airline employees getting laid off, guess what? There's 50,000 votes gone.
Sure, right. Interesting times we live in, man. And as Kevin was saying, I find myself trying to wrap my brain around exactly what he's talking about. What is the makeup of this market, right? What is the mentality? What is the personality of this market? And God bless anybody that's got that figured out, man, because
That's
that is
right.
not an easy equation right now.
That's right. It'll take a few more days. It's not going to take much, But the bottom line, we're at that. When you're at that level, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, man. We came down here. Let's do this. Let's bring the NQs up because I want to see because this bounce was incredible. That being said, NQ, what you want to see, folks, whatever you're trading, is that you want to see number one, where did it come down to? Because now we already got the counter trend bounce over, and you don't have a high volume low here. So I mean, and we went back topside, same deal. I mean, this thing, if you get under, let's see, we already just got underneath it, man. This can go after the NQs can go after like 10,949 again. We're at 11,008. Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 110, Nasdaq's off 173, S&Ps are off 33, and percentage-wise out here, folks, that's 1.5% in the Nasdaq, 0.8% in the S&P, and 0.4% in the Dow Industrials, which in the context of where we've been, Tom, is basically nothing, right?
Right?
Yeah. So it's...
Yeah, I was going to mention, can we jump over to natural gas? I think we got some natural gas inventories popping out at 10:30. And jumping over to that natural gas contract, we're sitting at about 206. Look at that drop off we had this morning prior to the numbers, man, from 228 to 206. Look at that move.
That is a $2,800 move. Holy cow.
That's quite a bar, man.
That is a bar. So what are they saying here? Let's take a look.
I got no idea, man.
We got, did it just come out? It come out too? No, it's only 20 past, right? Oh, no.
No, it's 30. So the number did just come out, but the move happened, since 5 a.m. But it is moving lower, even on the news, down from about 209 to 205 right now. So I'm seeing, what do they got? Stockpiles, 89 billion cubic feet.
Yeah.
I was looking for the expectation. I don't see it in there just yet, but continuing the trend, man. Not often you get a 25-cent move in natural gas, man, in the span of 3 or 4 hours.
That's pretty vicious. Let me see this on a longer basis. This energy complex, man, is something else. NG1. Let me put this on a continuous contract.
And that's at the same time, just as you're pulling it up, that we get crude trading higher up to almost $41 from 37 just a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that caught quite a bit, didn't it?
It did.
And so look at this. The last time, 274 we went up to. This is pretty intense, though. We got quite a bounce, folks, in natural gas. So the last contract here, this is a continuous contract. So it was the week of June 26th that natural gas came off its lows, 142. You go all the way up to 274, but yet you have another lower high, and we have another lower low. I mean, you're still in a downtrend, man. Oh, my God.
And just to add to it, so that one hasn't quite updated. I'm watching natural gas, and we're at 202 already. Following that announcement at 10:30. Yeah, it's not stopping, man. The pain is not stopping in natural gas.
That's a fact, man. That's pretty intense. No
Seriously.
doubt. Let's go take a look at Apple out here. So you get a couple of these big dogs. They sold them all down. And, it's going to be intriguing if you, let's see. The B point on Apple is 332 million. I don't know. What Apple's trading right now, we get 50 million. And we're talking about 45 minutes. It'll be hard to do 332, But if you got it, that's an ABC down. That's the bottom line. I mean, it's going after this swing low. The swing low there is 110.89. We hit 110.71 thus far.
Yeah, I mean, the moves in Apple are just staggering when you look in the market cap. We've talked about it many times, man, but, at a $2 trillion company, right, every 1% that Apple moves, you're talking about a $20 billion move in market cap. It made me think of yesterday. I'm not sure if you saw that article, right, talking about JP Morgan maybe saying $200 billion is going to be pulled out of the market over the next quarter.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I mean, just since Tuesday, Apple went from 118 to 108. You traded down. That's $10, okay? $11.80 would have been a 10% move. That's $200 billion since Tuesday that just got sucked out of market cap in Apple.
Right.
So it was kind of a sensational headline, right? And it made me say the swings going on in this market for market capitalization are so much bigger than $200 billion that I would not be worried. Now, you never want to see pension money getting taken out of the market because that's obviously putting a bid in everything, and it's a constant lift. But the moves in some of these tech stocks, when you talk about the market, man, pretty staggering in the span of 48 hours, too.
There's no doubt. Now, this is a big one, folks, even for the indices. Amazon's an ABC down. Amazon's blowing away this B point. Amazon's going to have the volume. 8.7 million it needs. We're at 2.1. The B point was 3,111. You're at 3,000. That'll get you, let's see, what, 3552. 3111, 3552. So we got
about 440.
Thank you. 440 off of 3449. Oh, actually, we're getting close to it, aren't we? Interesting, man.
We're right there. And I was going to say, I must have lost you there for a second because it couldn't have been right. You said Amazon was going to go down. No, I kid.
That was good. That was good. Let's go to Jose in Lakeland. Hey, Jose, what's happening, brother? How you been, man?
Hey, Hanging in there.
Good.
Hey, if Apple doesn't hold 110, look out below. But that's just my opinion. Hey, Tom, I don't have time for your straight line move on Royal Gold to 180, 190. I'm a skeptic. I don't believe it's happening. I don't have time for this. So we're going to look at one that has good volume, PVG. I think it's called Pretium. I'm looking at the volume. It looks very heavy.
Okay, let's see. They explore precious metal resources company, primarily gold in northern British Columbia. Okay, so
that's quite a run.
Yeah. Okay, so you got to. So this is. Yeah, you got a producer here. You got a producer that does make money.
Yeah.
$2.6 billion company. Nice to see a decent market cap.
Right. Okay, so let's put this.
And the volume is very heavy on AEM and this one. The volume is heavy. I want to get some calls on AEM and this one here.
Okay, so let's look at this one first. This one, I think, has just finished an ABC up. Let me see this thing. So we did $9.39, $4, approximately $5, gets you $12.70, $12.80. You made it to 14. What I do is this. On this one here, I'd wait for a pullback because you just finished an ABC up, and then you also did a 100% move of a move, meaning that we were September, you were down, you were back at that level. This is a good-looking stock, though. This is a good-looking stock. There's no doubt, man. On AEM, yeah, there's big action. AEM is one. I would trade AEM in a heartbeat. This is a monster ABC up. This is an ABC up like going into the hundreds. You have two.
So no need to wait for a pullback on AEM.
Well, you're back 221 today, and I mean, what you could do, you could basically scale into that position. You know what I mean? It's already rejected that 82.25 this morning. You know, my take is that this is you got an okay, conservatively, let's see. Even if I take this one here, you got 57. You almost got $30. Let's call it 27. That's going to get you to 97. So we hit 89 the last time, but I think 97th game there. That's a nice liquid stock too. But the other one is a good-looking stock. I just wait for a pullback.
All right, look at it. It's my nephew's birthday. He needs a gift. There's a drone at 11 o'clock out my front door. I'm going to bag it with a net.
I love it.
Go get it, man.
Stay right there,
Thanks,
folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 126. NASDAQ is off 131. S&Ps are off 28. Let's go take a look at TAP, Tom, for one of the tigers out here. And TAP, folks, is Molson Coors. The low for the year is 33, the high 61. You're trading at 34 right now. And you know what's so intriguing about this, Tom, when I was listening to your program this morning? The aspect of clubs opening up in Florida. I can't figure out, folks, the bottom line is that, listen, I want everyone to make money and be in business. But let me tell you something. A club is about a lot of people being together, dancing, having a good time. It's like, it's like a little freaking bomb that's like going to be just lit like in about a heartbeat, man.
Listen, I was just scrolling through Instagram, man. If you checked out my program, it made me go through all the numbers just to wake people up, man, because, the way that clubs are promoting it, and I can't fault them, is that they got pictures out there of normal club scenes, people raving, right? People everywhere.
Listen, people want to get out.
They're going to be open on Saturday, man, and they said, but there's no smoking allowed inside.
I heard you say that. It's okay.
And I'm sure I shouldn't say I'm sure. I'm not sure how much right now, but I believe it's probably limited capacity. They're saying limited tickets. But just like you said, man, a club, like literally we're talking about DJ clubs, raves, folks, in Tampa at a time when, we're dealing with. Yeah. I've been to this club. It's a great club. You got to love it, man. I miss it. I miss it deeply myself, man. I get it. I just don't know how you can do that safely. My friends and I are often talking about there's got to be a way to open safely. And I agree with that. You don't have to shut down everything, but the way to do it is masks and social distancing. And I don't see how that takes place in a rave club atmosphere. We're about to find out the repercussions, and I'm not sure they're going to be good.
So if we take a look at Molson's, bottom line, you can see this has been, let me pull this on a weekly. This is interesting, man. If you're looking to basically buy this thing, this is not a bad place. It's been holding out here. First time we came down, you come down with, 17 million shares on a weekly. You come down next on 9 million shares. We're coming down on a weekly right now. It says, this is good. There's 8 million shares. So you got 8. We got one more day of trading, but you get 8 versus 9.3 versus 17. And let's just see this for a second. So they're going to be looking, they're coming out the 29th. They're looking 2.7 billion. You got a company making money and still growing. Yeah. And I can tell you what, Tom, I was talking with my cousin John over the weekend.
Yes.
And my cousin, folks, he works for Ambev. It used to be just Bud out of Boston. And, of course, that's a monster distribution because they own everything, right? So these are the numbers. He's down 18%.
Okay.
In that area. But now listen to this. This is amazing because he has the national numbers, too. So in Boston, folks, in Massachusetts in general, but this would be the Boston's, 128 area. So it's a very large area.
Sure,
for
suburbs.
Bud, for all that. In fact, you used to work. Oh, you worked when you were in college, though.
I was in Philadelphia working for the Budweiser distributor,
what has happened? So they're down, but they're still feeling pretty good. Okay, but what has happened nationally? The states that they can sell, you can't sell beer in supermarkets in Boston, folks, or in Massachusetts, or in variety stores. So they don't have that. He's telling me that the states that he can sell it in, like our state, Florida, he says it's gone exponential. He says it's made up for everything else. So, when I look at TAP, I'm saying to myself, hey, you know what, man? It's probably the same deal. If you have only, the stadiums are big, okay? The clubs are big. But if you have it in your local stores, bottom line, they're selling a lot of products, man,
Sure.
So, pretty wild. And booze is not going away.
No, for sure. All right.
Let's get over. Let's say that. So let's do this. Let's go over to Canopy for a second. What's happening with these things? Still sideways move. Okay.
Yeah, they got some woes, man. Things moving a lot slower than probably they anticipated. I put in my newsletter Rocket Equities and Options because I take a look at Canopy. One of the other ones we'll jump to is Constellation to tie into the beer deal and wine.
That's STX, right? Yeah.
STZ.
Yeah.
And they got a nice run going. They're at recent highs there from 170 almost 195. The Canopy deal, man, it's interesting in terms of, I believe you got 5 states up for recreational in November. You got a couple big ones in there. I think it's New Jersey and one of the others. So things are moving pretty quickly. You have Democrats in the House thinking about taking up the legislation we talked about, rescheduling marijuana from a Schedule I drug, which just makes 0 sense, period. So there's progress, but they got some woes, man. These cannabis companies, they are not popping in a big way in any degree. But to speak to what you're talking about in the alcohol front, man, Constellation, one of the most highlighted beers of recent memory, Corona.
Right.
Doing very well, man. Basically back to pre-COVID levels of 194, and they have quite a lineup of wines as well. Kim Crawford, Miomi. I lose track of how many wines that I recognize, and I'm not even a huge wine fan. Do enjoy some good wine occasionally, but they have a number of strong brands for wine and then beer, and yeah, just doing well, man.
And I think the branding's going to be the big deal. And I think it's going to take 3 or 4 more years, folks, okay? The reason being is that, people, I heard some people even yesterday, they're equating like marijuana, like with the gambling business. And I'm saying to myself, because DraftKings, legal and all that. I'm saying to myself, that ain't even close, man. Every gambling company always makes money. The marijuana business is a commodity, man. It's going to be so it's going to be, a brand. It's going to be a constellation. They'll call it something else, okay? But it's going to be.
I would equate it to the alcohol business for sure, man.
It's going to be a big money marketing deal that someone knows how to make better buds than someone else, and it's going to be like, are you buying a Chevys? Are you buying a Thunderbird?
Sure. No,
you know what I mean?
Because it's like, really, what is the real difference, right, between a Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors Light, Corona Light? There's differences. But, man, there's a reason why beer companies spend so much money on advertising, folks, because it's very close when you're dealing with those brands. It's very, very close, especially when you talk about a light beer, man. Very, very small differences when you're talking about a light beer, let alone the amount of sales that a Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors Light that they do. And that's decreasing a bit as you see these other, the hard seltzer industry explode and stuff like that.
That exploded, man, right?
Yeah.
I don't even get that deal, man. But
I get that deal.
Everyone loves it. I know, man. Did you like them? Yeah.
I haven't had many, but I am a fan of vodka soda, man.
Okay,
A nice, light, refreshing beverage, and there's no reason why, when I think about it, right? You have a vodka soda. There was no easy way, if you're out on a boat, right? You said, I just want a vodka soda. So, no, you got to have a vodka, you got to have your spritzer.
The vodka soda, they have those in cans now, too, the same deal?
Not really, but that's basically, it's a hard spritzer. It's hard alcohol, hard spritzer.
See. Interesting.
Yeah.
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back. We have the Dow right now. Look at this. The Dow's only down $50, folks. Dow down 50, Nasdaq's down 101, S&P's up 22. Come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 46. NASDAQ is off 104. S&Ps are off 22. Let's just go inside the NDX quick, Tom, and see what has been moving things. Because we've certainly got volatility out here in spades. So you got Walgreens up 2%, Vertex up 1.7, not much, the rest minimal. eBay down 4.9. Liberty off 3.9, and the Illumina down 3.4. So.
Quite the market, man. We got 6 minutes until 11 o'clock, and we might be positive by the time we reach the end of this program, man.
No, there's no doubt, man. And when you look at it, buying that right, it went, bottom line here, watch, if I put up the SPY, you went right down to the end of the consolidation that we were in, and it just, bottom line, didn't want to stay there. Now, that being said, what we have once again is a big expansion of volume. So that's telling me this is not going to be, up and away. But, we'll see how this shakes out the rest of the day. I think the volatility is going to stay there. We made highs we made highs yesterday with 82 million. You already got 28 million. So this is going to be bottom line, it's going to be a day that has volume, and you have gone to lower prices. So most of the time that's how this shakes out. But trading-wise, guess what? This is a little field day out here. That's the rocking back and forth. No doubt about that, man.
Seriously, man. And what's
then
where
we
we
haven't
at?
talked about the dollar. The dollar, man. You know, this dollar. You know, this is bottom line has failed again, which is just a mind blower, man. You know, we got to 93.592. The last high was 93.662, and it couldn't handle it. So it's like, okay.
And I was just going to say that's with the pound, man, and over in Europe they're looking at negative interest rates, and still it's struggling. It's struggling. Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. We got Think and Swim coming up next. Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave. Right, I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.